Hello, everyone, and welcome to ABA Mooders. And with that, we're just going to get right into it, starting with Anaheim. All right, so first things first, Anaheim actually getting pretty good Mooders. Money for Brown and loyalty. I think it might be broken. We shall see. Because they're 10 and 15, but I don't know if they have any. They have a couple guys that want winning. I guess we'll see if it adjusts. Oh, I think it's because God mode's on. Yeah, it's because God mode's on. But no, I think it's God mode. But regardless, not too bad mooders. They have a lot of loyal players. The one you really don't want is the dollar signs. The dollar signs are going to hit. Um, I wouldn't worry about how God mode will affect it, but I will say that what we'll probably do is money players and fame players more likely to leave. Loyal players will almost never leave and will take a pay cut, etc. This is pretty good for them. They're getting Ray Barea is probably going to leave when his contract expires unless they offer him big money. But you look at guys like I guess the big one. I mean, Gilmore's a cap, so I don't know. Brown wanting the money is not great, but they'll live. Nijis is a loyalty guy, so if he progs good, they're set for a long time at center. All right. Oh no. Yeah. So I guess we'll just do by the if it's negative they don't resign. If it's positive they do. But anyway, Josh Howard. Um, getting the W with Josh Howard. I don't know if that's good or bad. This is a very thin team. I really don't know, but Fiddler with the loyalty is pretty good. Neweek with the loyalty is pretty good. Ignore these two guys at the bottom because there was a technical difficulty with the export. Um, yeah, I mean, we could turn God mode off when we go into resignings if we really want, but we don't need to. This is fine for now. All right. Beijing, not what you want to see. So they have a few guys that are loyal, but mostly unhappy with the performance. How bad is it? 8 and 17 could be worse. Um, but then you got guys like Russell Rogers, which is not great. Fame and winning for them. He's not playing big minutes, only 19 a game. He's playing high PER, so we'll see. In their starting lineup, they have a Fame loyalty guy, Exxon. As long as they get him minutes, he'll be fine. Um, the team performance is the big problem here, but fortunately, they have a lot of Fame guys, very few winning guys. I mean, the winning guys here, these guys are not sticking around. Um, so yeah, L is loyal. You want lots of L guys. L guys will stick around for a very long time. All right, Belgrade. Luka Hewis is weird, but winning makes sense, I guess. Darko is a money and a winning. That's not great for Belgrade. Um, let's see. Kobe is loyal and money. I feel like that's real life Kobe though. Um, Cario Amaggio is fame and winning. That's not boding well. These could be a lot better for this team, but it could be worse. All right, Bosnia. Um, so they got winning, which is great for them. Cap, so they have cap, winning, cap. Loyalty from Wilt is helpful, but then they got fame dollar sign from Nash. Ooh, what about Foot? Foot is fame and dollar sign. Ooh, both of those are rough for them. Then they got winning for Moon, fame for Jar Jar. I'm gonna say Baltimore is definitely a loser here, to be entirely honest. Like, yeah, they're going to get Wilt on a discount, but they're going to have to pay Nash and Foot, Forte. All right, Boston. just made the move for Nobby, and they're going to be happy with that. They pick up an instant loyalty guy right there. They have loyalty from their top 4 players, 5 players. 6 of their top 7 players have the loyalty badge. That's crazy. Granted, one's a cap, but that's insanely good for them. All right, they're going to be really happy with this. They're in a weird spot too, but we'll get to see how that develops. All right, Carolina, as I do something very strange with my computer. All right, Carolina picking up the Fame winning when they're like a mid-tier team for DeBerry and Burleson. I don't know. They got the loyalty winning guy. They got a lot of guys that want to win. That's really weird. But I guess they're a win now team too, right? I'd say they probably lost, but not big time. Just a lot of wanting to win players, which I guess is a good locker room, right? You want win now players or players that want to win. All right, Charlotte, Bill Russell, Lion Peel, both want to win. Baker wants to win and money, but let's be real, he's a scrub, so he's happy with what he's doing. But then you got fame and loyalty. That's an incredibly weird stat for Al Roberts and Plunkett, but they got the loyalty badges. Muse and McNamara all with the loyalty badges. That's pretty solid for them. And then a bench that's pretty balanced. I'd say they're winners here. I mean, they got 2 stars that want to win, and they're winning. So honestly, they probably won't have to pay Peel any more than 30 million or so, maybe 31. But I think they're going to be able to avoid a max there. We'll see. Chicago Bruins. Let's see. Kramer picking up the Fame, Bridges the Fame. They're definitely getting Fame in Chicago, though. They're in a big market, big roles. Hassan Green, though, he wants money and he's loyal, so he's probably going to stick around through his contract. Which, a contract. Um, they got a good, loyal, long-time role player in Hazard. That's going to be a pretty good fit, though. Like that's actually a really. This is kind of what you want for your point guard. He can shoot threes. He's a good passer. He's loyal. No, question in chat. No, it's not completely fixed. But there will be like a player will want more money or less money if they're getting what they want, but you can re-sign players even if you're not exactly a perfect fit, most likely. But in some extreme circumstances, like a guy that wants to win and you're not winning or at all, or a guy that wants fame but he's barely playing and he's in a small city, situations like that. All right, Cincinnati. Um, let's see. They got a winning guy, and I gotta say, Cook is going to get moved, and when he gets moved, they're going to get a decent haul for him. I mean, he's playing phenomenally this year. I guess this is what you want to see from Barbara. You get the loyalty badge, but you do get the dollar badge, which I don't know if you want. Um, Picking up another loyalty in Morrison, that's pretty helpful. He could be a really strong role player once his contract expires for them. I do think they're only 2 seasons away. Once they get rid of Morgan Barbara Cook's contracts, and they also have Lukic expiring off the bench, they're going to be in a pretty strong position. Now, let's see. D-Train, he is loyal and winning. That's kind of really what you want, right? That's a really great combo. Um, so I guess you just want loyal, but loyal and winning is pretty great for them. Um, and then, of course, they have their star up and coming Garrett Jennings cap. So we'll see how he does. All right. Cleveland Rebels. They're tanking. So you don't want to see any guys here with winning. And of course, let's see how many they get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just 9, right? Yeah. 9 of their guys want to win. But other guys that they got a guy that wants fame. He's going to probably be able to play a pretty big role in a pretty city. We got loyalty and fame or dollar sign fame, not great either. They definitely are a big prog loser. Tien's definitely a big prog loser here. And that's unfortunate. So next up here we got Dallas. Karl Anthony Towns is a big one here, and he wants money and fame. Big role. big money. I mean, he already got it, but it's not going to be helpful for when his contract expires in a few years. They're going to have to pay up. Rhodey, who's a free agent and wants loyalty, he's a free agent in 2 years. That's helpful. Fission, who's a free agent now, he wants fame, so he's going to probably go to a big market for a decent amount of money. But we'll see if Dallas can retain him. Miles Hill, looking at the loyalty and winning, he's definitely getting that here, so he's definitely going to be pretty happy sticking around through his contract. Buckner wants money. That kind of defines his career, though. This is the first real good team he's played on in his entire career. So market size was asked about. Oh, I guess we'll pop in there real quick. So market size is based purely on population. The only one I need to change is Rio de Janeiro. It's out of also I need to change these two should both be 9.5. Rio de Janeiro probably will be 10 as well. Montreal was the one that was asked about by Damien. And where are the Montreal? Montreal is at 8.4. Yeah, they're one of the big boys. I'll actually go make those quick changes. It looks like I messed up on that. But that's like a quick 2-second fix. I think it was Rio was at 13, and they're not supposed to be that high. They're supposed to be at 10. And the New York teams for each list is 10, but they're supposed to be 9.5. So you can go up and down based on performance and such, market size if you move or whatever. But the maximum is 10, the minimum is 1. And the way the system does it is by general vicinity. So, yeah, I like if you're in the top group, then you're a big market. If you're in the bottom group, you're a small market. All right, Denver. Austin Warner, who expires next season, he wants the money sign and the winning. Guess that's not what you want to see, but it's not too bad. Jake King is a fame and loyalty guy. How would that have affected the off season? I think he would have still stayed in New Jersey, right? Because they give him the big money with big market. So I guess he would still have stayed in New Jersey. I mean, he's a loyalty guy too. Yeah, he would have stayed in New Jersey. So cool. We didn't mess that up too bad. All you haters. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right. Sam Johnson is a money guy. Didi, you cannot catch a break with that man. Oh my God. This man is so miserable on offense. Um, Jet Stevens, the dollar sign fame. I mean, that honestly describes his career, though. I mean, he's made, I think, like the second most money in the league to this point. I think he was on 2 straight max deals. So yeah. All right. Detroit. Thunderbird with the winning, and they are losing. He is not going to resign. Wow. They are big losers instantly. Smith is loyal, so they probably will be able to retain him. He's putting up monster stats, but damn, losing Thunderbird is going to be rough. Anura is loyal, but he was staying no matter what anyway. He's probably going to retire, but he is putting up a really solid 16, 6, 5, 7 game. So we'll see how that goes. Nothing else really too major on their team. I guess they got the fam, but it's not like this guy isn't playing. He's playing 33 minutes a game. So, all right. Edmonton, they've been surprisingly good thanks to Bobby Gooden, and he is loyal to this team. That's what you want to see. Meanwhile, Sean Matthews, he wants to win. Once his contract's up, he probably is going to stay based on this performance. I mean, Bobby Gooden is saving this franchise. I have never seen a player like Bobby Gooden before. I mean, this man is a 32-year-old having by far best season of his career. The only other season at this level, even remotely at this level, I believe was these 2 seasons when he was 28 and 29. Um, and even then, he wasn't anywhere near this level. Um, He's getting 2 more rebounds a game, 4 more points a game, and he's also at his lowest overall in a very long time. Um, yeah, what pick was Gooden? He was the 21st pick. Damn. But he is out here now, a big part of Edmonton. And honestly, they're definitely picking up the win there. Is they'll be able to retain Gooden when his contract expires, and who knows, as he ages, he might even get better. Just crazy to think about. All right, next here we got Flint. Josh Wade, the money sign loyalty. That's right. That's accurate. Isaiah Thomas, the fame and winning. Ooh, not what you want to see, but they are winning. And even though they're a smaller market, the winning, it helps. It helps a lot. And he's not like he's not playing a big role, but they'll probably want a little bit more minutes per game to resign affordably. Kwame Brown wants money. That's not what you want to see, but it's not like he didn't just get paid anyway. Um, Balla Williams, I think he got moved, but him and Slicktrian, the loyalty and the fame, Balla actually adding value, Martin arguably decreasing in value as he wants to play for a big market. Slicktrian is just like a meme at this point in my mind. Looking at the rest of their roster, nothing huge that's worth noteworthy. I guess Donovan Babbitt picking up a loyalty badge is pretty solid. All right, Hawaii, they're mostly caps, but Bonner, he wants money. That's not what they want to see. Well, Cosby wanting loyalty is, though. Bonner's also getting paid, so it's not like they're taking too big a hit there. All right, we'll just go straight to the next team here. All right. Uh, the Hong Kong Flying Dragons, and I don't know if they even want to keep most of these players. I guess they might want to keep some of the bench. Maybe Bosch, maybe Sheffields, and those guys mostly fame and winning. Only real good value there for them. I mean, this isn't a loss per se because this team doesn't have anything that they're going to want to keep long term. So, and of course, Obama is loyal to China. That that is just, or no, it's Hong Kong. He's loyal to Hong Kong. All right, it's so weird. It BBGM gods do some weird things. That is one of them. All right, that was not a political statement for the record. Just want to be really clear with that. Not a political statement. All right. Oh boy. Uh, yes, we can edit mood badges. All right. Jackie Moon and Dobbins, both with a loyalty. They might be a winner here. Granted, they have a couple peaking guys that want fame, but that's not a huge thing. When you look at the amount of guys that they got loyalty that are important to the team, I'd say they're a win. They are one of the big winners of Progs or moods. Jacksonville is definitely a big winner there. Kansas City, they got the loyalty with Oscar. It's not bad, but the other big man for their team, he wants the money. He wants to get paid. But they're locked up for 3 years, so it's nothing pressing. Wayne Oliver, who is a free agent, probably won't be re-signing. He's in a small market and not winning, which are the two things that he cares about. Scal as well. They're probably going to want to move those two guys real quick. Let's see. Schrempf rocking the 00. I love it. This guy's such a meme, and I love it. He also probably going to force his way out when his contract expires, but we'll see. This team definitely a big loser in Mooders. All right, Kentucky. Taking a look at it, Dr. J, the big one, picking up the loyalty badge. Wow, that is what you want to see. He picked up the loyalty badge for them. That's huge. Um, Yeah, so it would change. It would make the percentage go, Damien. But we're just going to probably. I'm going to see if DM can turn on or off. And if he puts a toggle in there, we'll run that easily. But otherwise, we'll probably just go with the way it is now. Actually, should DM real quick. All right. Let's see. They got Fame and Winning from TJ4. I feel like that's kind of realistic too. James Worthy wanting money signing Fame, not too bad. Hubert looking for the money. He's been chasing money his entire career already. That's great. Um, hey, hey, show JJ that. Show JJ that. He wants fame. He wants fame. He wants to be the big name. I told you, JJ. That's the reason he left. Not that anyone else cares, but JJ cared, so I care. All right. Las Vegas. Jacob Owens wants fame. He's in a big market now, but let's see where he ends up. They're probably going to want to trade him to a pretty big market team. He's actually having a down year, hurting his stock big time. But we'll see what goes on with him. Noel, who could leave in free agency, wants to win. I would consider moving him if I were them. Yeah, that not as great as you'd like. Fortunately, Shelton wants fame. They're probably going to be able to keep him here long term. He's already signed for 3 more years. And J.R. McGeehee, who's only notable due to the fact that he royally is a bust, wants fame and loyalty, just like Kyle Tyler, who basically was a better version of McGeehee. All right. Melbourne. David McGillen wants fame or wants money and winning. He's going to resign for a max, most likely. He's going to resign for like a super max. That's crazy. They're definitely a win there. Eustace wants money. That's a loss. That's a big loss. They're probably going to have to pay him a max now, and they really did not want to have to do that. Picking up the fame and the winning from Richard Williams. To be fair, I think his career's been about that, but that's actually really solid for them. They're probably going to be able to keep him cost effectively for the rest of his career if they choose to. Melbourne's a pretty sizable market. I know we all think Sydney, Australia, but Melbourne's pretty big too. Apex, wanting money and loyalty. The money part's going to hurt, but the loyalty part might be a little beneficial for them. All right, so with that, we're going to go to the next team here, Mexico. Sec. All right, so Byron Sampson, who's like their number 2 star, wants to win, and they're not winning. That's not good. That's really not good. They don't really have too many other notable things here. I mean, this is a big one for them. Picking up a loyalty badge with Hogan and Balon Boy and Nick Jacobs. They're a pretty big market too. They're a win. Like, sure, they're probably going to move Samson at some point, but this is a win. Also, just want to note, we've never had a closer John Stockton, Karl Malone. Like Byron is not a dominant player, but he's darn effective offensively for them. I think he made the All-Star team last year, right? No, he just won Most Improved Player. He definitely should have been an All-Star. I do want to increase All-Star time, regardless. Next we go Miami. DeWeese and McPherson both have loyalty badges, which is helpful, though wanting money might not be great with DeWeese wanting to stick around. Manning being fame and winning. They are winning. They're a big market. That's beneficial for them. Michael Corcini wants to win. They're winning. I'd say they're definitely a winner here. They definitely didn't lose much. They might lose Burleson, but they already were going to be in a cap pinch. They'll probably lose Bennett. He wants money. He's definitely a loss, but they're in a pretty good spot this season. To be fair, they're one of my big surprises, and they're of course led by longtime star Jay Kumar. Him and McPherson Thompson have been around forever. So, all right, Milwaukee Hawks. Stonkus wants money and winning. Ty Jackson wants money and winning, of course, but honestly, I feel like they just got kind of neutral because they're a solid team, so the winning doesn't really hurt them. But they are a small market, but they don't have a lot of fame, so they definitely actually I'd say a winner here because with the exception of May Buckets, they're not in too bad a spot at all. Yeah, I'd say they're winners. They probably will move May Buckets at some point. You know, crazy, crazy trade proposal, but maybe they listen to me and do it. Just saying. Watkins, May Buckets, 2 first-round picks, maybe throw in a prospect, so maybe Casey Smith, and maybe Pitts for Jacob Owens. Gives him a really solid offensive option. He fits great with Tide and Childs up front. Jaden at small forward, but you could also put Jaden at the shooting guard and potentially move Stonkus or Eden to the bench. I'm just saying, if you're listening to me out there, I'd consider it. Minnesota, Tanner Giddings picking up the fame and winning. Bay, he didn't. Oh, he did pick the one that they don't want. Small market picking up a small market, picking up a big market request. That's going to be rough. They might need to move him. We'll see where he goes here. I'd say there's a 100% chance Ramen moves Giddings. You know, I'm going to slow it down. Not 100%. I'm going to say 75%. There we go. Christian Henderson. The fame and loyalty, not too bad. They got the loyalty badge there. There's 3 young guys picking up fame, and money. Not what you want. They're a big loser here. A huge loser. There we go. I've made one political reference for each side. I feel like I'm innocent now, right? All right, Montreal. Kurt Anthony, the money and the winning. Not what you want to see, but he is winning. So, KG, the money. Irfan, I told you. That's a big L. Money and loyalty. They picked up 4 money guys. Granted, they might be able to keep Gaddy fairly affordable. Financially, they might be in a bit of a hole. This isn't. I'd say Montreal's a loser on this, to be honest. All right, New Jersey. Cyphius Moore picking up the fame badge. Oakham, loyalty and winning. Feel like he's been on this team for a while and definitely did he pick up a ring with them? Because they might just have him for the rest of his career if they want. He did not. He did not pick up a ring. All right. Brad Manning with the fame and loyalty badge. He's in a big market. He wants to be loyal. I mean, that's a huge W for them. Jumpin' Jones too, the 2 God progs that they had. I feel like they're such a bad team that nobody noticed their 2 God progs. Like I definitely didn't notice. That's actually pretty insane. It's some really good progs. How did I not notice? I digress. Both want fame, be in big markets. If they start winning, this team could be set for a while. All right. Next up here, New York. Julian Carlson with the winning badge. 13 wins. Could be worse. Hoffer picking up the loyalty badge. You like to see it. Picking up the loyalty badge on several other players. I mean, that's phenomenal for them. They'll probably lose Tavon Thompson, who's been a big part of their team, but it could be far worse. I'd definitely say that they're winners here. A lot of guys picking up the loyalty badge, which is what you want to see. All right, Pittsburgh. TJ winning. Hey, they're winning. Winning. They're like Charlie Sheen with all these wins. Winning. Wow, they really are winning. All right, that is getting posted real quick. Look at all that win. Even another 2 at the bottom. Oh my God. That's insane. Okay. Over to Providence. Colton Nicholas, the fame and loyalty badge. He's in a small market, but he is loyal. We'll see if they can work out a deal next season. If not, I wouldn't be surprised if he's a big move in the offseason potentially. He could also be moved based on their performance next season, a deadline move. They are another team that's really underperforming this season thanks to lack of depth. Ricky really needs to add a couple guys off the bench. I mean, PJ Green has definitely declined. Wilcher's definitely declined. Uh, Tishman's declined as well. Most of their bench has really declined from the last few seasons. Um, yeah. All right. Oh, I should probably look at Edmond Thomas. Loyalty and winning. Yeah, that's not great. They got fame and loyalty from a lot of their players here. Um, the only real L for them is David West, but I don't know if they even want him back. I mean, him and Ray Hall really haven't gone them as far as they were hoping. All right, Black Mambas. Jermaine Hawkins picking up the fame and winning badge. He's definitely getting a lot of fame. A.O. McKinney picking up the money and fame badge. I guess they're fortunate they already signed him. Leroy Gill with the money sign and winning. Um, a lot of their bench guys here picking up fame badges. See, they're a big market, so they're definitely actually enjoying this. But I'd say they overall probably lost because they're not a winning team right now. They're anchored largely by two caps, one of whom is very quickly declining. And Jermaine Hawkins, and Hawkins picks up the fame and winning badge, which it could be worse. He could have picked up the money badge, but not as great as you like to see. Um, yeah. All right, San Diego. Jay Dodo's popped in, was here for the longest time, pops out just as we get to his team. That's unfortunate. Um, let's see, Dallas, Spud Webb, and Marcus Green, probably the biggest parts of their team. We got winning badges for all three. They are not a winning team. That's a big L. Spud Webb probably going to want to trade him if you're the GM of San Diego. All right, I think San Francisco's up next. San Francisco is definitely not in a great position right now, but fortunately they get a few money guys and a few fame guys. And San Diego's not a small market; they're like a medium to large market, and they have a lot of large guys off the bench here, or a lot of I say large loyalty guys off the bench. Um, so it's solid. You're able to keep your core around as long as you pay them, and you get a really loyal bench. No real losses here. I'd say that they're definitely a small winner. I give them like a B plus. All right, Seattle. Let's see. Is Pitts? No, Pitts wants to win. I told you guys when Pitts wanted to go to Chicago, it's because he wanted to win. That and I don't know what I was thinking back then, but regardless, Con Rollerson, uh, the loyalty badge is good for him. Brent Jones wants money and to win. That's funny because he's always been a tank commander and not winning. But uh, Barty Bunny, he wants fame and loyalty. He's definitely getting the loyalty part down, bouncing around to like his fourth team in the last 4 years. Guzman, I'd say they're a declining team. I'd say they lost though. I'd say this is a solid L for them. So next up here, St. Louis. LaMelo picking up the winning. He is in purgatory. Um, Hawthorne picking up the money and loyalty. A couple guys with the fame badge and the money badge. Not what you want when you're a small market team. Honestly, they are probably the biggest losers from this by a mile. I would give them hardcore biggest L we've seen so far. All right, Tampa Bay. Gidley picking up the fame badge. I guess that's not bad. I mean, Tampa Bay is a smaller market though. Um, yeah, not ideal. Um, yeah, I'd say they just are kind of average. Nothing really to write home about because as a team, they're not really much to write home about. They don't have any super great prospects that it would matter. Uh, I guess the son of our other Gian picked up the financial and the fame and financial badge. So, all right, Toronto here. Jordan wants money and loyalty. Actually, I feel like that's super realistic. That's like realistic Jordan. Donovan Butler is money and loyalty. That's also kind of how he's been going. Finley wants money. That's how his career has gone as well. LiAngelo Ball, who's still outperforming Michael, is loyal to this team, so they'll probably be able to retain him fairly affordably. Despite high PER, he isn't a high overall, and he isn't performing to star status. So if they offer him a fair deal, he'll probably take it. I would say that this isn't a complete loss, but it's definitely not what you want. I'd say they're definitely middle of the road. All right, LeBron James, one of the big guys from here. He's an upcoming free agent, and unfortunately for Utah, he wants fame. They don't have the biggest market in the world. He's probably tested free agency. I don't know if they're going to move him or not, because if they do deep playoff run, he'll probably stick around. So we're going to see that. Tyrone Petrie, he wants money and fame. Not great either. And Chris Kaman picking up the loyalty badge. I think you like that. Minutes with the loyalty badge as well. A lot of those guys are signed for several years. Not ideal. Definitely not ideal. Jordan Washington picking up the loyalty badge is pretty. Or no, he picks up the fame badge. That's rough. That's rough. I'd say they're big losers here. All right, Vancouver. Gus Baker with the fame and loyalty badge. I mean, Vancouver's not particularly small market. They have a decent fan base, but Shaheen Nichols picking up the money. I knew it. I knew it. The dude just likes the money. I mean, he liked to win. Oh, wait, did he pick up the win? No, he didn't. He liked to win when he was younger, we'll say. All right. Jeremy Shaw looking for money and winning. Not getting much of that here. We'll see what this team does in the offseason, but not ideal. Oh, and somehow John Banks is still in the league. I just want to note, this man is going to be the first MVP to not make a Hall of Fame that I've seen. I mean, he played 781 games, averaged 15 points and 11 assists, but had this magical 23-year-old season. He's literally D Rose. Like, literally is D Rose. It's great. I love it. All right. We actually have more teams. I remember back when Vancouver and Washington were the end. Now we have a whole bunch. Virginia, let's see. Loyalty winning, fame winning, money and loyalty. Actually, I feel like that's Halenga. That's been his entire career. That's lovely. All right. Chris Matthews, the loyalty winning. Yeah, I guess they're not winning, but he's loyal, so if they offer him a decent amount, I'll probably take it. David Jackson with the fame and the winning, he's probably leaving. I'd say there's 100% chance he doesn't resign or even give him the option. All right, Washington Bullets. Drazen Petrovic picking up the fame and winning. They are winning. He's in a medium-sized small market, though. Greg Oden with the money sign. You don't like to see that. McGillen, the money sign. I swear, if we end up with two superstars named McGillen, just end me. Kane Neal has already demanded a trade, so we'll see if anything goes on with that. And AK-47 wanting money and winning. I feel like, or loyalty and money. I feel like that's real AK-47 there. All right, Wisconsin Whalers, minor rebrand there, switching it off from the Whales, changing the logo to this really cool one that was picked out. Harold Maven, who just got traded, is a money and fame guy. Money for Kenny Clark. Vaughnville wanting fame and loyalty. I'd say that these are not great for them. Their teams definitely got racked by injuries. I mean, they're having to play Steve Rice a bunch. It's good that they're making moves. So anyway, with that, we've wrapped up Proggers, and thank you.